Didn't get a great fill there because the price jumped up. So ended up getting filled about 14 cents above my entry. I'm gonna get out half at 285.87. Pretty good bar for the bulls here. I saw it as micro double bottom, second entry buy after a big gap down, so chances are we get two legs up from here. So with the tail here, I think probably buyers below this bar, so I think more sideways is likely, but I'm not sure about the upside. But because of the tail, I'm thinking just getting out at the high of the tail there. Okay, all out there. I feel like I might regret that, but I wanted a stronger close on this bar here. So finish with $1. I was hoping for a good close here, and then that would give me a little bit more confidence to stay in. Yeah, I think there's a pretty decent chance that we will have to pull back a little bit, but this could also be the low for the next couple hours. So just traded one share here in case we continue higher to test the high of the sell climax up here. That'll give me 70 cents. And if we go sideways here and pull back, then I'll enter my full size somewhere in here. So just two pretty good bull bars, so I didn't want to miss it in case we continue higher and don't pull back. So I just traded small. But if we do pull back, I still think as long as this is not a big bear bar closing near its low, I think the first pullback will be bought and we should get at least sideways or a second leg up, maybe to test the high of this climax up here. If this bar closes on its low, I won't add anything. I might get out, or I'll just let my stop get hit and I'll lose $1. But if it closes above its midpoint, or at least with a big tail on the bottom, then I'll look to add. So that's a good enough bear close and a big enough bear bar to make me not want to add here. So I'm just gonna stick with that one share. Not sure. I feel like it's enough. It's big enough up that we probably have to continue higher, but this bear bar is kind of making me feel like we might have to go more sideways than up. So I won't add, but I also don't think I'll exit below the bear bar. I think I'll just stay in and see if we grind higher. But yeah, so I'll just stick with that one share and see what happens. Another thing that I'd want to measure is this first entry. From a psychological perspective, it definitely helps. I've noticed the difference that I feel when I'm waiting for a trade. If I already have this just one share in, obviously that amount will grow as I trade bigger. But just having that one share in makes me feel like I can be more patient on the scale in and not feel like I'm gonna miss it. But at the same time, I'm entering at a place where we might have to pull back. I think I did the same thing in that big sell day right here. So after the third bar, I bought thinking we could go higher to the top of the sell climax. And we did get there eventually. But well, I'm entering and I am feeling better about being in the trade, but it's also pulling back often where I enter. So if it continues to do that and I don't find that it's worth it to get in there, then I'll just have to stick with it and be patient and not enter and just wait for my actual signal to enter down here. So although it does have benefits psychologically, it might not be financially, it might not be the best decision or strategically. Based on what I'm seeing here, I think I probably will get stopped out just because we're not getting enough buying pressure. And the signal bar is good enough that I think there's a decent probability that there are sellers below it. So it's not looking exactly like I'd like it to, and the absence of buying pressure is making me feel like I will get stopped out. But I also think that from the overall day that after a huge sell-off and these two big bull bars, we should get a second leg up at some point. So we might need to drop below here first and then get another rally, but I don't want to exit and then have the second leg happen without me. So I'm okay to stay in. If I get stopped out, I'll look for a second reversal up from down here. Hopefully I get a good signal bar or 3 or 4 consecutive bull bars, and then I can enter again. So I ended up getting out there with a smaller loss. Exited at 282.53, so took a 40-cent loss. So now at 63 cents. We got all the way down to the low close, and at that point I was thinking I was going to get stopped out. And then we started to reverse up, but I feel like enough damage was done by this sell-off that even this first reversal up would need to test back down. So it gave me a chance to get out at cutting my loss in half. So I took it, exited at 53, and I thought that if it was really strong, if we sold off, we would get another entry, a second entry buy. And in that case, if we do get it, I might buy again. But this just didn't look good enough. I gave it 3 bars, all of them closed on their lows. So I was thinking, and I mentioned that I don't want it to go without me. But at the same time, these 3 bear bars are not what I was expecting. So I don't want to be careless with it just because it's 1 share. Because soon it might be 10 or 50. So I don't want to be careless. And after seeing these 3 bear bars, I think the odds changed to at most 50-50 for me. And so I don't think it's worth it for me to stay in. So it gave me an opportunity here. I took it. And now if we get a second entry buy, I think that might be something worth considering. Okay, so here's a second entry. Not perfect. 2-bar reversal, small tail on top, which I think decreases the probability. I prefer to buy below this, but it's a decent enough buy signal, I think, that I have to take it and then potentially buy more or lower. So I only traded 1 share. If we get below, then I think buyer's below. But I'm not sure. I would have liked this bar to close near its midpoint and then go below first, and I could buy there. But because it closed near its high and was a 2-bar reversal after a failed breakdown, and it's a second entry, which is what I was looking for, I didn't want to pass it up. So I'll see what happens. I'll buy more below if we go straight down, and then if we get a close below here, then I'll just exit. Still not looking very strong. So I was gonna buy another share here if this bar closed near its high. That would be 3 bull bars. So that would give me more confidence buying at the same price. But it closes a bear bar, so not quite as strong as I'd like it to be. Okay, just got out. Wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. So it looks like it was actually a decent decision to exit where I did, because we would have stopped me out here too. Now we have 3 pushes down, strong reversal up. So I think this is the most reasonable potential low of the next couple hours after 3 pushes. So going to, if this bar doesn't close on its low, I'll buy below it. That's a tough one. I actually probably shouldn't have taken that. That was not a good bar to buy below. Move my entry to break even now. Had a bad feeling about it when I entered, and then this bar closing on its low. I'll be happy to get out without a loss. Alright, out. Took a 1-cent loss. So pretty, alright, so pretty jumpy couple of hours here. Just getting in, not looking right, getting out, getting in, not looking right, getting out. Same thing here. So it sucks to be in that kind of situation, but I don't feel like I'm just getting scared. I feel like I'm looking at it objectively, and it's just not feeling right, in the sense that, when I say not feeling right, I don't mean subjectively not feeling. I mean something doesn't look right, and that's showing up as a feeling that this is not looking how it's supposed to. Something looks off, so it might be better to get out without a loss. And so it worked out here. I was right. I would have been stopped out. It worked out here. I made a little bit more. I would have made a little bit more, but would have got stopped out eventually. And then here, same situation. I'm thinking that whether it works out or not, just didn't look right, didn't seem right, wasn't acting as strong as I'd like it to. So again, better to get out without a loss. So 3 attempts here at the bottom. I thought they were all reasonable attempts, just didn't look the way I wanted it to. Now here, if we get another bull signal bar, I think that'd be a much better entry. Like not here necessarily because of the tail, but if we break below the low and get another bull signal, that would probably be the best signal so far. So I'll take that if we get it. This bar went outside up, so tried to go lower, but then went above the bull signal here. So I thought it would be worth it to take another chance at it. I'm just gonna get out break even again. I think my confidence is just off right now, and I can't justify staying in after all of these situations. I just don't feel comfortable. This is not an intuition read. It's just I don't feel right. I feel like my confidence is a bit low from all these trades, despite making the right decision for exiting. I don't have a clear mind right now. I'm just taking every signal, which I don't normally do. So I want to get out and maybe take a break for half an hour and then come back and see if I find anything. I exited there with I think a 7-cent loss, so 62 cents. I just didn't feel like I had a clear head on this trade. It was too forced. It wasn't what I was planning. I just saw it go outside up and thought double bottom after 3 pushes, so potential swing. But I don't normally take every signal like this, and so and all 3 of these times I had to manage out of it, and I don't feel like I had the energy or the focus to be able to do that again and to think clearly. So I just thought it'd be better if I wasn't in the trade. And so I'm going to take a break for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And if I get something else that's clear, I'll take it. But otherwise, I'll be back Monday. But pretty crazy day, 5 trades. First time ever, I think. And 4 of them I think were reasonable. This one I think was a bit forced. So yeah, I'll take a break and see if I find anything else. If not, I'll be back Monday.